Okay, I'm on. Yes, I am. Good morning, my friends. It's so good to see you this morning. Happy post Christmas or Merry post Christmas, whatever you want to say. And happy almost New Year's. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and looking forward to thriving in 2025. Let's thrive in 2025. I love it. And to those of you that are joining us online, welcome. We are so glad that you're with us as well. And as I always ask, please put your name in the chat so I know that you're here, because I love to go home and read your messages. And for those of in our community who are sometimes here and sometimes online, chat with the people that may be new. Let them know how welcome they are. And so as we begin our time together, I just want to share with you, today's service is going to be a little bit different, as you probably already know. Hopefully you got your packet when you came through the door. We will ask before we start the process to make sure everybody has one. If you need a pen, there's usually one in the pocket in the chair in front of you or one next to the chair in front of you. But we're going to be going through a different process this morning, so we won't be doing our normal things that we normally do. So I just want you to be aware of that. And I'm excited. I think this is going to be a fun experience. And for those of you that have done it in the past, you know how healing it is to get that done. So I'm going to turn it over now to the music team.
Please stand. One door opens and another closes. One door closes. One door closes and another opens. One door opens.
Please be seated. In the old mystery schools, in order to encourage students to let go of worry and anxiety of the past, the master teacher wore a mask showing two faces. One face looked forward, and the other face looked backward. The face that looked back did so in order to ensure that the door to the past was closed. One door closes. The face that looked forward represented the power that dissolves the old and prepares us for the opportunities that lie ahead. One door opens. In order to burn away all selfish personality defects and disappointments from the past, the students wrote down those feelings of frustration and lack of fulfillment and cast them into a large fire. And that is the practice that we will be carrying out this morning. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview, and I know many of you have done this process before, but sometimes we forget. Do you think? I do. First is the release part. And you will notice in your little packet that you have a little piece, it's like a tissue paper, and that is the paper that you're going to use to release. And as you think about releasing, think of these quotes that I'm going to be sharing with you. First one comes from Buddha. There are only two mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way and not starting. Not going all the way and not starting. And then, from the writings of Latous, begin difficult things while they're easy. Do great things when they are small. The difficult things of the world must once have been easy. The great things must have once been small. 1,000-mile journey begins with one step. So today we're looking at what am I releasing that is holding me back from taking that step, that is holding me back from taking that one little step forward that I've been wanting to do. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 25, and chapter 2, verse 1. But the word of the Lord endures forever. That word is the good news that was announced to you. Rid yourselves, therefore, of all malice and all guile, insincerity, envy, and all slander. So this morning is our time to have that opportunity to follow the advice of Peter. And you and I are ready to rid ourselves of all malice, all guile, insincerity, envy, and slander. And I can put that all into one word: judgment. Judgment and guilt for ourselves. Those are the two things that I think are the core to a lot of these others. Og Mandino, and many of you remember Og Mandino, he had a bestseller, something about salesman. The greatest salesman of the world, or something like that. My days of whining and complaining about others have come to an end. What do you think? Nothing is easier than fault finding. All it will do is discolor my personality so that none will want to associate with me. That was my old life. No more. Whining and complaining are over. Nothing is easier than fault finding. So we must remember, it's the most interesting thing is that when you are having a conversation with somebody and you're whining about this and you're fault finding about that, and it's somebody that you don't even know, but you are taking in all this information. And when that person might walk into the room, you already have a picture of who that person is. You're already holding them in judgment just because of somebody else's words. So being very mindful of that is so very important. So that's what we're about, getting rid of, letting go of the whining and the complaining. So that's the first step, the letting go process. The second step is listening to the plan that the divine has for us. There is a divine plan for every single one of you. Divine love created you, knows your heart, and wants the best for you. So today is about dreaming new dreams, to let divine love, or your higher self, whatever you want to call it, dream for you. Because of our personality, of our ego, we are going to think small. But divine love knows so much more of what we're capable of. So allow that to come through. Don't censor it. Don't say, oh, God, I don't know how that's going to happen. I have a mentor that I follow, and she calls them NOEs. And the NOEs are no other explanation. And so just remember, there are no other explanation of how this could have happened, but it did. So remember to dream that dream. And then the third part is that we're going to write that letter that divine love is giving us. We're going to think it through, and then we're going to put it on paper. And so that you know what is coming for you. And that's the half sheet of white paper that is in your packet. That's the ones that you'll be using. And then you have an envelope as well. And the envelope, after you write your letter, you're going to address the envelope to yourself. And then when we have the offering and the offering basket comes by, you're going to drop that letter you're going to seal it up, and you're going to drop it in there. And then I'm going to take it and put on my calendar, July 1, send out the letters. How many of you have gotten these letters in the past? Isn't it amazing how you look at them and say, oh my gosh, this has happened. This is happening. This is what. It's so fun especially. I think one of the fun parts is when the letter comes in the mail and you look and say, that's my handwriting. I have totally forgot about this, but that's my handwriting. So that's the fun part of it, is to get that letter in 6 months and see how things are unfolding in the ways that you had heard Spirit say to you, and you were brave enough to put it on paper. So this morning is a time, it's a wonderful opportunity for us to do something extraordinary. So don't take this lightly. This is a big piece. First of all, the letting go, the releasing. And remember, once it's on the paper and you're going to take it out, Erin's going to be outside the door, and there's going to be a cauldron that you can set it on fire and drop it in. Once you do that, you can't pick it up again. You have to remember, oh, I've already taken care of that. I've already taken care of that. It's already done. So this is symbolic, but it's meaningful. Yes, Christine. What, dear? Is that the question that's coming in? Well, and so for those of you that are at home, yes, if you have something that you can write on, and even if you don't burn it, rip it up and put it in the wastebasket, the first section that we're going to do. And then the second section, get your own piece of paper, and if you don't live locally or don't come here, put it somewhere in a book that you don't usually pick up. Oftentimes people say, well, put it in your Bible. Well, some people don't even have a Bible. But but also put on your calendar, July 1st, find my letter. You might have to put where you put it on the calendar. Thank you, Christine, for asking that question. So we're not going to take this lightly. This is really a very significant ritual that we're doing this morning. But however, before we move into that first step, Callie has a story that she feels is poignant to what we're talking about here. And so she's going to share that with us this morning.
Yes, thank you. Morning, everybody. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. And happy burning bush ceremony. Burning bush? Oh, burning bowl. Sorry. Okay, we're not
You've
burning
been-
the bushes down.
You've been working on the labyrinth too much.
I've been doing it in my sleep. So it's always a privilege to stand before you and to be able to speak and or to sing. And I want to tell you a little backstory before I tell you the real thing I want to tell you. And I'm on the clock, so she's twisting her clock over there. So, you know, in having it be an honor to speak before you and to sing off the platform with the music team has not been an easy thing for me. And when I think back to my childhood, I would describe my childhood as having been, I was a silenced child, and I was voiceless. And one of my saving graces in my childhood was in first grade, I was chosen to be the heralding angel in the Christmas pageant. Well, once I could hit those high notes every year, that was what I got selected for, was to be the high angel. And when I think about my spiritual journey, to have had the experience of being chosen to sing so young, that singing capacity gave me the ability to recognize that even if I was silenced in my world that I lived in, singing gave me freedom. And singing gave me a way out of that experience, a way to heal what needed to be healed and have access to my emotions through singing. And I share that with you because moving forward with my story here, I made a decision 40 years ago. 40 years ago was 1984, which is a long time ago. 40 years ago, I made a decision that I was going to commit my life to doing music ministry in churches to celebrate the Christ consciousness. And I've been doing it ever since in different settings. And when I found unity, here I am, you know. Another thing that I did, and that was to enhance the singing capacity to reach and get the message out there of this Christ consciousness. But in order to overcome the silenced part of myself that had no voice, it was 2010 when I went down to Orlando to Louise Hayes' workshop on You Can Heal Your Life, that I came back and I joined Toastmasters International. And that gave me a platform for using my voice. Now, I was in that program for 5 years, and why is that an important detail? Because I come out of that feeling like I got a PhD in communication and a PhD in leadership. And so, you know, the spiritual quest within myself is no different than your spiritual quest. It's about finding our obstacles and finding the pathway to shrink them and dissolve them so that we are free to fully become who we're supposed to be. So I say all of that to lead to one other thing. My mind, when I speak, it's my mind that's activated, really. I can tell you things about the heart, matters of the heart, but it's really my mind that's engaged in speaking. But when I'm singing, it's a whole different thing. Singing comes from the heart. And there's a whole level of vulnerability to stand in front of people with a message from the heart. Because, boy, it shows you where the self needs to be healed when you're trying to deliver a message from the heart. And there's parts of the self that don't want to do that, okay? So I say that because if we fast forward to 8 weeks ago, I reached out to Dina, and I said to Dina, hey, I would love to do, with you guys on the music team, I would love to do I Am One with the Heart of the Mother, I Am One with the Heart of Love. And she was like, yeah, we'll just find a place to present that. Well, that was Christmas Eve this past week. So this is where I'm actually doing my releasing and burning bowl in front of you by saying what I'm going to say. That song is a very, very vulnerable song for me. It's one of my high arcing, high angelic sounding pieces that I get to do when we do it. And it's got a trifecta of vulnerability. I'm standing there in front of you singing. I'm solo. I'm doing it a cappella. There's no music behind me. And I added in another one. So I was having a quadruple there on last week because I made an error. Now, normally, people who speak all the time or sing, errors are not a problem. You move past them. You just move past them and you just keep going. You don't stop, you move. But in that particular error, I came in the wrong key. And Dina, thank you, Dina, bless you, Dina. She chorded the keys, chorded them, got my attention, pulled me back, and got me on track. And that's, like I said, it's not normally an issue. But in the moment, I was devastated. My heart was devastated, and I felt so disappointed. Like I was out of sorts with myself. And I didn't know why, because it was too big of a reaction for what was actually going on in the moment. And so I said, I'm going to have to figure this out, because there's some kernel in there that I need to know. So you're all lovely people. You appreciated the program that we put together for Christmas Eve, and I thank you all for that. And I left here feeling like I had done the worst job of my life, singing. I really did. And I knew that when I calmed down, I would recognize, no, that's not the truth. So anyways, I go and I sit in the quiet. I talk to a couple of dear friends. I'm like trying to process, what is the message here? And then I realized it. You know, thank God we have the adult self, and thank God we have the inner child. Because guess what? If we're not doing something right in the outer world as an adult, that inner child is going to throw a pitch a fit, throw a tantrum, and that inability to get out of those icky feelings was my inner child. And I had to sit down and say, what's going on here? Like, why is this so emotional? I got a couple of things from that, and this is my releasing and letting go. All right, you all have heard me talk about my relationship with my mother. In my absence of being here to sing, those of you who know me from 20 years ago, my absence, you've heard me say, was my mother had become aged. She was out of state. I left singing here to go and be with my mother, but to heal my relationship with her. We had a rough relationship, and I was, excuse my language in church, I was damned if I was going to let that pass and not get that repaired. And so I spent as much time as it took to be able to heal what needed to be healed to the degree that I could heal that with her at her age. And I feel very, very, very comfortable with that. However, if I'm going to stand in front of you, super vulnerable, this is my inner child giving me a kick in the shins, saying, look, you're going to stand there and sing a song, I am one with the heart of the mother? Well, I'm one with the heart of the mother in the ethereal, in the higher divinity of the feminine divine. Yes, I am one with that. But my inner child was saying, nanny, nanny, nah, are you that way with your mother? And I was like, oh, that's the issue. That is the issue. And when I could identify that and name that, that's the point at which the floodgates opened and I started sobbing. And this was buried so deep in me, I didn't even really know it was there until I was out of sorts with myself emotionally. And so I was like, oh, that's what this is about. That's the deeper release. That's the letting go for me. But then the second part of the phrase was, I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. And again, my inner child was, well, were you really in that heart-love space with your mother? Did you really ever get that? And I came away with, oh, this grief and this sadness is the segment of my life in my youth where there was no access to that connectivity with my mother. And you know what? We carry our grief with us, whether we know we do it or not. We bury it in our body if we don't want to deal with it. And you massage therapists know this. You deal with people all the time that are on the table and all the stuff that comes up and comes out, you know? And so all I know is that this gift, this was my Christmas gift to me from my higher self, saying, if you're going to do a burning bowl and you're going to go into the new year, you need to do some releasing and some letting go, and this is it. The tears that come are healing. The tears that come are integrative. I'm a born into the newness person as a result of having had that particular experience. And sometimes when you're up talking in front of people or singing in front of people, you don't necessarily know the backstory. Like, I didn't grow into being able to stand here in front of you. I have had to work to be able to do this. And there still are times when there are emotional pieces of the past that are stuck and haven't been released yet. It's like shrapnel coming to the surface. So I say all of that to say that I'm very, very grateful. I sincerely mean this. I'm very grateful for the adversity that shows up in my life. I'm very, very grateful for the obstacles that show up in my life, because that is always going to be an indicator to me that I need to stop for a moment, because there's something I really need to pause and reflect on, because it really, really needs to be healed. There's something there to be healed. And so back to what I said earlier, which is, it's always an honor and a privilege to be present with you all and to be able to speak in front of you and to be able to sing as we lift ourselves up in spirit, because there's no other place I'd rather be, and I'm grateful to have you here as my family. So thank you.
Thank you, Callie, and that is so appropriate for what this morning is all about. So appropriate. So, as we move forward, I want to encourage you, if you're looking at what to put on your sheet and you think, I don't really know what to put on there, think about the things that don't bring you joy. If they don't bring you joy, if it doesn't bless your world, if it's just marginally okay, burn it. Burn it. Now, you notice I didn't give you a big piece of paper because you just exactly what that slide says. All you need to do is put one word on it. Shame, blame, whatever. And it's not about writing an epistle. It's about just letting go of what is there. So when you do that, what you're doing is you're creating the space for something great to come into your life. And so what we're going to do now is, as I told you, Erin will be there to assist you. Once you get written down what you want, then Erin will be right outside the door. There'll be a little candle inside this bucket. You'll set your piece of paper on fire and you'll just drop it into the bucket. And then come back in, and when you come back in, just sit and hold space for those that are around you that may still be doing their work. And so as we prepare for this in a meditation, we're going to open ourselves to receive. And Spirit, as always, has a beautiful divine plan for each of our lives. And so together we are coming together to align with it. And this is the time that we're going to check in. I love the story that Callie said. I'm doing some of my own work right now, and this is deep, deep stuff. It didn't just happen in the last 25 years. It's been there forever. So it is important that you take and give as much voice to it as you possibly can. And so you don't need to strive or worry. Simply tune into the presence of Spirit within you and let it reveal everything you need to know about releasing and letting go. And so let us begin first by just pausing. And we're going to take into a meditation here in a minute, but I just want you to take a moment and start to prepare yourself. Begin by pausing and taking in a breath and knowing that Spirit lovingly oversees this process. This process is being handled. Your job is just to show up. Spirit is the power of release within you. Spirit is the power of forgiveness and the source of your healing, restoring you to the radiant, pure being you truly are. So open your heart, open your mind, Open your entire being to this sacred moment and allow Spirit to guide you gently. Trust it to illuminate the areas of your life, including relationships that no longer serve your highest good. And that's exactly the story that Callie just told us. So we're going to begin the process first with a song, because again, the song opens up our heart area more than words.
Please stand. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the sacred Spirit in us all. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the sacred Spirit in us all. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the sacred Spirit in us all. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the sacred Spirit in us all. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the sacred Spirit in us all. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the sacred Spirit in us all. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the sacred Spirit in us all. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the sacred Spirit in us all. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the sacred Spirit in us all. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the sacred Spirit in us all. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening.
Please be seated. And now let us prepare for meditation.
Let it draw near. Let it come in. Let it pass through. Let it move on. Let it draw near. Let it come in.
So gently close your eyes and allow yourself to drop into the still point of your soul, embracing the silence of your being. Trust in the knowing that all is well. And as you surrender to Spirit and place it in charge of your life, know that all is well. Now, using the power of your imagination, visualize your favorite setting. It's a place that brings you joy, that opens your heart, that you just love to be. And as you settle into this serene place, ask yourself this question. Is there anything I'm holding against myself? Is there anything I'm holding against myself? And then allow whatever comes to the surface. Consider if there are any current grievances or things from your childhood or any other time in your life. Here's a time to look at it. And if it no longer serves you, acknowledge that it's time to let it go. Your ego may want to hold on to it, but trust your higher self to know. Your higher self will guide this process. So take your time. And when something arises, gently put it on your paper. Might be a symbol. It may not even be a word. You know, that symbol that is the circle with a line through it, crossing it out, letting it go. Reflect on any beliefs or behaviors that no longer serve you. Those that make you cringe when you think or act upon them. Again, relying on your higher self to let you know what needs to go on your paper. Now, next, consider your body. Is there any idea, feeling, or thought you have about your body that does not serve you? Do a mental scan. If something doesn't feel good or right, it's a sign to release it. Write it down and take a moment to be grateful. Maybe what needs to go on that paper is, I am no longer going to hold my body hostage to what I think it should look like or what it should be. It is exactly what it is. Now, turn your attention to your relationships. And this is sometimes the hardest place for us to look, because it's the people that are most close to us, that are most important to us, who may have hurt or wounded us in our minds. Ask your higher self, is there something here that I'm holding on to that I need to let go of? Jot it down. And now finally, take time to complete your release step. And when you're ready, bring what you've written to the fire and release it. allowing Spirit to transform and cleanse your heart and mind. Embrace the freedom and healing that comes with letting go. So I believe everybody is back. I would like you to say with me, I am free. Together, I am free. And if you don't pick it up, it's gone. So please stand as we sing together. I am free, I am unlimited.
I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. You are free, you are unlimited. There are no chains that bind you. You are free, you are unlimited. Right now, right now. You are free, you are unlimited. There are no chains that bind you. You are free, you are unlimited. Right now, right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now, right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now, right now. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now, right now.
Wow. I have to say, whew, that was one of Leroy's favorite songs, and boy, could I see him belting that out. Ah, yes. And we are free. We've been reborn in spirit, and we are a new creation in Christ. We have released what no longer serves. You may sit down. We have released which no longer serves us, and now we prepare to fill up our mind and heart with Spirit's ideas. So if you can envision something and believe in it, you can achieve it. And this is a powerful concept. If you can envision it and believe it, you can achieve it. And we may have misunderstood its deeper meaning. It is crucial for us to recognize the incredible power our minds have to create. Now again, I'm going to invite you to open your heart and mind to Spirit's idea. Allow Spirit to dream the dream through you. The plan for each of us is not something external, but something that comes from within us. And the dreams that are for you are beautiful and will fulfill the deepest longings of your heart. So simply listen and open to the miracles that unfold.
There's a faith that will see me through each day. There's a word that is here each time I pray. There's a song that will heal my soul today. And it's all inside me. There's a friend who will always care for me. Every hour of my life be there for me. There's a strength that will always carry me. And it's all inside me. And I know I will find my way to the peace that is mine. On
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You and I are a child of God, and our playing small does not serve our world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel unsure around us. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in every one of us. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So I'm going to invite you to take the time now to start writing your letter from your higher self. Let your higher self share with you the dreams that are waiting for you. You are the wick in the candle, filled with all potential for growth, perfection, and transformation that your light reveals. So just let yourself go and let that higher self share with you. Okay, take about one more minute. Remember to put your name on the front of the envelope. Know that as you have asked, so it will be given to you. All the strength, the power, love, and wholeness you have affirmed are now gathering within you, enabling you to fully realize the strength of your convictions. And so it is, and we let it be.
Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Pour your love in me. Pour your love into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, wonderful Spirit.
Yes. So this morning, new seeds have been planted. We've heard a voice, felt a feeling, or just had a knowing. Spirit has moved, and we want to continue what we have created here throughout the new year. And we know, and we can't stress it enough, that which we focus on increases. So you have decided today to focus on the one power and the one presence in your life. All powerful, all knowing, everywhere present. And we know that that power is life, healing, transforming, and empowering. And so how do we stay focused every day? How do we keep this going on a day-to-day basis through the next year? We do it by taking time. All you need is 5 minutes a day to write down where you express kindness today or where somebody expressed kindness to you. 5 minutes, 5 things, and it will be part of your new process going forward, your new regiment. And the reason that we do this is because we do know that what we focus on increases. So the more kindness that you put out, the more kindness is going to come back to you. And isn't that what we want in order to have a spiritually transformed world? Kindness is, you're never going to go wrong being kind. Never. The gift has been given, and the gift is life and consciousness. We all have it. And so let us just express it. Again, as I tell you all the time, just turn up that rheostat. Turn up that light. Because you are the light of the world. And so, as part of our kindness and part of our gratitude is the opportunity for us to give back. And so, as we prepare to give back a portion of the good that we've received, we express our faith in the boundless circulation of Spirit's abundance in all that we do. And so, take your gift in your hand, and I'm going to invite you, if you give online or if you give automatically, just use your power of imagination and feel that energy, because it's all it is. Money is energy, energy in motion. And let it imbue you with the essence of your spiritual commitment to life in this new year. And let us affirm together our statement. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the joy of giving.
May this year bring you your heart's desire. May this year all your dreams come true. May rainbows color your morning sky as a promise of things to come. May wildflowers grow in your paradise. May your heart beat to rhythms of love. May God create your heaven on earth, that you may walk here with footsteps of peace. May butterflies always flutter by. May songbirds sing sweet melodies. May eagles soar on mountaintop breezes as you become who you were born to be.
beautiful. Oh my gosh. Well, we bless the tithes and offerings, and we bless the letters that are in that basket, knowing that they are being divinely orchestrated, and everything and more is coming your way. And for that we say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. Amen. And in our closing this morning, we are going to do a little bit of a different closing. Usually we close with a peace song, but this morning we're going to close with You Are the Face of God. And so if you
Please
want to
stand. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
And I forgot the announcements. So, first of all, Mimo is our prayer partner today. So if you would like extra prayer, Mimo's here for you. I also want to remind you that next week is our White Stone ceremony. So this is the next level of our holiday experiences. And Christine, excuse me, is doing a vision board workshop on the 12th. Information is on the bulletin board as well as in Heart Thoughts, and you do have to register for that. And then I will be doing on the 26th a Unlocking Your Inner Voice automatic writing. I'm having so much fun with automatic writing. I would love to share the experience with you. So that will be here after the service on the 26th, and that too requires registration. And then, of course, we have the ongoing things that are always going on. But please keep checking Heart Thoughts because more and more stuff gets put in there. So, blessings, my friend. Happy New Year. Love to you all.